Once again, an absolute mob of cops in Texas clashed with parents who feared that their kids might soon die in a mass shooting. This was at Jefferson High School Tuesday afternoon. Now, bear in mind, false reports of a shooting, but we can all understand why, in the fairly immediate aftermath of the Uvalde massacre, why parents might be terrified and why they might not have a lot of faith that the cops are gonna do what's necessary to keep their kids safe. So they clashed, and you saw the violence there. An individual who was standing and just clutching his injured hand, cop walks up, throws him to the ground. The guy wasn't doing anything, he wasn't attacking him, he was literally just processing an injury, and they attacked him. You can see here, they're focused on making sure in this photo, this woman does not get through the lines. That's what they were worried about. And look, these are not the Uvalde cops. Maybe they're very different. I don't know, I'm not a psychic, I can't read their minds, JR. But if I was a parent in Texas, I would be terrified that they would not actually go in, that they would not actually save them. I mean, that is the precedent that has been set. And so I understand if the parents are concerned, the idea that you would again meet them with violence, how can that be the answer coming from the cops in San Antonio?
It's their only answer is what it appears to be. Okay, so people make these points all the time. The cops, the first thing they think is violence, violence. Who cares who it is? Who cares if these folks are potentially victims of something that's happening? Attack, attack, because the only person that matters is that police officer. Oh, and his ego, and whether or not he's gonna look bad, or whether or not you disrespected him, whatever it is. If you stand there with your hands clenched, apparently you're a threat. You know, people that get into fights as groups, or if you approach someone and you're drunk at a bar, the strategy is hit the biggest guy first. And this appears to be the strategy of these police officers too. For some reason, the anger is boiling over. I don't know what he said to him. I'm not sure what he did beforehand, but whatever it is.
In this case, they're saying that he had broken a window. Okay, that's a property crime. That's obviously you deserve to be executed summarily by the cops. No, but like, okay, he did that. The stakes are children dying. Again, you could book him later or whatever. You could do a fine for the broken window or whatever. That's so important. But he's just standing there again, like it isn't just the doing, it's the doing it with no reason to, as if they wanted to do it and they're looking for someone that they can do it to.
It's not
that's what it feels like, and we see these over and over and over and over and over.
It's happened. It was the story we did in Arizona. Same situations. I believe it was in elementary school as well. In the shadow of what happened in Uvalde, they were worried about because it was a false alarm, or someone did show up. They just didn't know what he was doing, and parents were notified. They showed up. One parent showed up with a gun because we've been told over and over again, you can stop a bad guy with a gun from a good guy with a gun. So what do you think these parents who are good guys will do? They'll show up with their guns, because that's what we've cultivated in this culture. But then when the police see it, he's suddenly a threat. It's a gumbo of logic that one person comes in and says, this is the way it is. Cops go, hey, they're threatening me. And now we have a big fight on our hands. And luckily no one got killed, because that's the next step. We know that, we see it all the time.
100%. People are saying there's other footage of one of the cops almost assaulting another cop because they thought it was a parent. It's just a mess. This can't be the way that this system is supposed to work. But again, like, as long as they will do nothing to stop people from getting access to the guns that make these shootings happen and make people terrified that this one could have been a real one, they won't do that. They won't actually stop the situation from being created. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.